Howdy. I'm here to talk about My Son, What Have Ye Done? It's the first film that was recommended to me by Facebook. I suppose it collects information about what I like and makes suggestions to me on the right side of the screen, and said, you like David Lynch. Rent this movie. My son, what have you done? So I said, okay, I do like David Lynch. So I picked it up in the Blockbuster store, and produced by David Lynch, directed and co-written by Werner Herzog. I said, why not? It's got all the right elements. I'll give it a 6. It was very, very weird. It's about a man who goes on a kayaking retreat to Peru with a group of people. Everyone but him drowns on that trip. He was trying to stop them from going in the water. I mean, he didn't even go in the water. But all of his friends did and died. He comes back from that trip a changed man. He gets a role in a 2,000-year-old Greek play in which the main character kills his mother. And I guess he gets confused and kills his mother in his real life. I wanted to... It is based on a true story. I doubt it follows it to a T, but it is based on a true, reported story. So that's kind of tragic. But anyway, we have Werner Herzog at the helm here. He made my favorite film of last year. I mean, he's been around forever. He's an important filmmaker, an even more important documentarian. So again, that's why I had really no problem writing this. Again, he co-wrote it. It's also produced, among other people, by David Lynch. That's cool. His Absurda brand is at the very beginning, and an hour and a half of absurdity follows appropriately. So I'm giving it a 6 because I don't think the average viewer would last too long watching this film. There's lots and lots of oddness, lots of weirdness, lots of staring off into space, lots of letting the camera linger on animals, inanimate objects. There's some breaking of the fourth wall. There's just some oddness. This is a very challenging film, and I don't think that your average movie watcher would get probably more than 20 minutes in. Maybe 40 minutes is more fair. But, it is right at an hour and a half. The first half hour zoomed by. I was caught up in it, captivated by it. And then it kind of drags a little bit. And I found it less captivating, but I was, for a while, just enthralled in the oddness and the story. The acting is great. You got some classically great actors here. You got Willem Dafoe, no stranger to David Lynch films. Willem Dafoe's always good. He's good here. I maybe kind of wish he had more to do, but that leaves Michael Shannon. I want to make sure I got his name right. Yes, Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon has been popping up more and more. He's an incredibly talented actor. If you've never seen William Friedkin's Bug, I would highly recommend you watch Bug. It will mess up your mind for at least an hour. He's just an intense actor, and he's always good. No matter what he's in, he's always good, and he's good here. Chloe Sevigny's in it for a while. She's fine. Udo Kier's in it. He's fine. Brad Dourif is in it. Again, you've got some great character actors here. They're all very good. They all know what they're doing. But it's just kind of inaccessible. I mean, I have no doubt that the film means something, especially to Werner Herzog and the co-writer. I don't know what that is. I would have to watch it some more, and I don't know if it's interesting enough to watch some more. So that's that. But again, it's very interesting. I mean, it's very interesting just to... The writing could almost be described as experimental. Like, they just have to say the oddest things. And they're saying them for apparently, no reason. The film is very postmodern. And according to Mo Sizlok, that means weird for the sake of weird. And that's maybe what we're looking at here. Like, I mean, again, I want to point out that this is not a David Lynch film. Like, when I watch Mulholland Drive or Lost Highway, one of those enigmatic puzzle films that he is so good at, I'm just mystified and trying to figure out what's going on and caught up in everything, and I didn't feel too involved in this film. I just felt like I was kind of an outside observer. I think that's fair. So, there's a classic David Lynch actress here. I don't know her name off the top of my head. She was Laura Palmer's mother in Twin Peaks. She's been in several David Lynch films. And she's in here. Again, if you could picture her, I wish I had a bigger role for her to mention, but she's Laura Palmer's mother in Twin Peaks. And she gets to freak out so much here. And Herzog just leaves the camera on her face to just watch it twitch. And sometimes, I mean, that's great. She's a great actress, a very odd actress, and she's got that look. And I don't know, it's fun to see her. She was probably my favorite part of the movie. Visually, I think he continues the style that he was experimenting with Bad Lieutenant. Very steady-cammed, shooting into light sources. Again, just kind of focusing on subjects that, animals, inanimate objects. Again, it reminded me somewhat, or very much so, of Bad Lieutenant in the terms of cinematography and the way the camera moved. I guess that might be the same thing. So I don't really know what else I want to say about it. Again, I enjoyed it. I mean, if you were a David Lynch fan, I obviously would highly recommend it just for the weirdness factor. A Werner Herzog fan, I would recommend it, but the average film goer would not last too long in this movie. It was direct to DVD, I will mention that. So, it's a 6. I have no problem giving it a 6. It's kind of inaccessible, but the oddness, the weirdness, if you like that sort of thing, then my son, what have ye done delivers. Thanks.